Koi fish drawings using lots of different kinds of lines. Today, we can learn to draw a koi fish using a variety of lines. Straight lines, wavy lines, zigzag lines, dotted lines, dashed lines, even fish scale lines. But first, what are koi fish? Let's watch them swimming for a few minutes while I tell you some facts about them. Koi fish are beautiful and decorative fish from the carp family. They're originally from Asia, China, and Japan. They have been raised by people and collected and displayed in beautiful ponds. There are 20 different kinds of koi fish. Did you know that koi fish can live to be between 30 and 60 years old? In fact, the oldest recorded ever living fish was a koi fish that was 200 years old. In Japan and China, they are believed to symbolize power, prosperity, love, and luck. Now let's take a look at some artwork about koi fish. Here is some art from Japan. Notice the two images on the slides, their similarities and their differences. On this part of the slide, this is a traditional piece of artwork from Japan made with a woodblock print. You can see lots of colors of the koi fish, but this one on this side shows two children playing with the fish kites. This is also another traditional craft, making fish kites. Here is examples of koi fish art from China. Wow, look at the artists paint with their brushes. They must have to practice a lot to get really good at making the koi fish. They also love to make pop-outs of koi fish using different origami techniques. Beautiful artwork. How can we draw koi fish using different kinds of lines? Well, boys and girls, I'm going to show you step by step. And remember, you can always rewind and pause the video if you get stuck. But I'm also going to put a paper that you can print out in Schoology at home to help you remember how to draw step by step. Let's get started drawing.
Okay, boys and girls, we are ready to get started. We are going to talk about how to make the koi fish. If you are in kindergarten or you feel like drawing the fish might be a little bit of a struggle for you, I do have a printout that you can use. If you go into Schoology and you scroll just below where the video is and you click on the folder there, you should see a printout that you can have mom or dad or a friend help you print out to help you draw. This has also got a step-by-step guide on it too, where you could either look at it on your screen to help you do step-by-step with your fish, or you could print it out to help you. All right, so we're gonna get started. To do my fish, I want to make two fish going two different directions. It's really helpful to use a curved object to help you trace and draw the curved edge. I like to use lids. These are really easy to use for tracers. We use these a lot in the art class, so you could ask a mom or a dad or a parent or a friend or whoever is there to help you to get you a lid to help trace the curve. I'm going to set this down kind of close to the edge of my paper. Taking my pencil, I'm going to trace the curve just like this. Don't go all the way around because we only need the curved part of the head on the fish, like you see here and here. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side of my paper. Go kind of close to the edge, not right up to it, but kind of close like this, and do sort of a backwards C shape without going all the way around. Now hopefully you guys can see those at home. I have a curved shape here and a curved shape there. Now to draw the fish, going the other direction, the back end of it kind of goes to a V shape, to a point. So the easiest way to do this is take your pencil, go close to the edge of the paper, but not all the way because we have to leave space to make the fin. I'm going to make a dot here and a dot here. Hopefully you can see that at home. And then I'm going to very lightly sketch a line going all the way to that dot, and it's going to make kind of an ice cream cone shape when I'm done. The reason why I sketch lightly is so I can erase any mistakes that I make or lines that I don't need. I never want to press super hard with my pencil. I'm just going to lightly sketch that shape. So now I have the shape of the body, which is kind of shaped, like I said, like an ice cream cone or a raindrop. And I have to make the back fins using curved lines too. So I'm going to make a curved line going out this way and a curved line going down that way, just like that. Kind of almost looks like maybe the shape of a letter E or the number 3. The back fins kind of look like leaves too. Now I could make curved lines going back in like this, or I could make them kind of wavy. I like making wavy lines, so I'm going to use wavy lines for my back fins, just like that. And the fish also has fins on each side of the body and on the top of the body. So I'm going to go ahead and make 2 curved lines. You don't need to make them super big because you got to leave space for your other fishy. Going out like that. And then I can curve them back into the body. I can use either curved lines or wavy lines or zigzag lines for my fins. And then the fin on the top is definitely a wavy line. Like that. And the fish also has a wavy line to separate its face from the rest of the body. So I'm going to use a wavy line there. And 2 curved lines for the eyes. Because you're looking at the fish from the top down, you can see both of the eyes. So you don't want to just draw one eye. You're going to draw 2, but I'm drawing just part of the eyes because I can just see the tops of them. Like that. So it looks like the eyes are out on the side of the head. And then these type of koi fish have fish lips. And you don't have to draw them like people lips, but we are going to make 2 curved lines, almost like a donut shape at the end of the mouth for the fish lips. I know that seems kind of silly, but it looks really cool when you're all done. Then when you're done drawing both of your fish, remember you're making 2 of them, you're going to take a black marker and we're just going to trace the outside of our fish. Now, if you have access to watercolor paint at home and you want to watercolor paint your background around your fish, you will probably want to trace with a Sharpie marker because that will not bleed when you add water to it. But if you're just going to color your background like me, you do not need to use a Sharpie. Tracing all my lines around the head and the body and the face and the tail. That really helps make our lines stand out nice and beautifully. Now the same thing is going to happen to this guy. I'm going to draw that ice cream cone shape, draw the 2 fins, draw the curved lines for the back and the top and the face. When you're done drawing both fish and you're done tracing them, you can erase any extra pencil lines that you have, like that. Get rid of all those extra lines. That helps make your artwork look nice and neat after you trace, if you erase your pencil lines that you don't need. And then I brush them off. Now to color, we're going to use both marker and crayon. And the reason why we're using both marker and crayon is because the marker really shows up nice and bright for our lines, because remember, this project is all about lines and we want to show them off really nicely. So I'm going to use marker for my line and then use crayon to color all the white space behind my lines. So koi fish come in lots of reds and oranges and yellows, browns, grays, blacks, and whites. Those are the natural colors for koi fish. So I'm going to choose those colors, but you at home, you can choose whatever colors you'd like to color your fish in. But I do want you to start with markers if you have them. So on my fish, I'm going to take my red marker and I'm going to add spiral lines with my red marker. Like I said, you do not need to make your fish exactly like mine. Your fish can be your own creative ideas with how you want to make your lines. I just happen to really like spirals, so I use a lot of spirals in my artwork. And then I am going to add some curved lines made out of orange, just because I like the way that looks. And add some polka dots with yellow. I'm going to do the same thing on the fins, except I don't want my fins to match the rest of the body. I want my fins to kind of stand out. So maybe on the fins I'll do some yellow and then some orange. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. And maybe some red. Like that. After I'm done adding all of my marker detail on the whole fish, then I go back in and I use crayon, and just like I said, you can take the crayon and color lightly over top of your marker and your marker still magically shows up. But we do not want to color the whole fish in with marker. This is one way to really make your artwork look really special and cool, like big kid artwork, is to learn how to use crayons and markers together. Then when you're all done with your fish, I want you to decorate the background. Certainly you can use watercolor if that's an option you have at your house and your parents say that's okay. You can also use crayons and markers like I did. I'm adding my polka dots for bubbles and my spirally lines for water and coloring the background in blue to make it look all beautiful. There you have it, boys and girls. I hope you have a wonderful time today learning how to draw your fish. And remember, if you need any extra help, I do have those printouts in Schoology to help you. Have fun drawing. Bye-bye.